Hey, this is Hammer 357 Mag here. I've been compiling a lot of stuff for shooting, knives, camping equipment, fire starting equipment, lighting, cooking, and other items related to camping and prepping. It's starting to take over my closet and is unorganized. So I decided it was time that I get a storage rack. It's got to be something that would fit in my closet, and so that I'm hoping that it'll help me get organized. The rack height, the width, and on the side view the depth will be limited by the space I have to use at the time in my closet. I'm anticipating in the future I'll be able to develop more racks in different parts of the house, but right now I get to use my side of the closet. We got a big walk-in closet, so that gives me plenty of room. So let's go over my design. Okay, the plan is here. We're going to have a 6-foot tall storage rack with 1, 2, 3 shelves on it. Plus at the floor you'll be able to stack up stuff. And each of these shelves are going to be 2 feet apart. So get 24 inches, 48 inches, and 72 inches. I'm going to build this rack out of 2x4s, so it'll be sturdy and hold a lot of weight. Okay. Now as far as the width of the rack, is 66 inches, which is 5 foot 6 inches. The depth of it's going to be 24 inches or 2 feet. And what I'm going to do when assembling it, I've got the fastener locations marked, is where I'm going to fasten it together is I'm going to use 2 3/4 inch deck screws, and right now the way I've counted it, there's 96 places. And what I do when I assemble a rack like this, I always pre-drill the holes before I put in the fasteners so they don't basically break the wood. Because if you were to just put them in without that, which you can do, there's a good chance you could shatter the ends of the 2x4s. I always find it's helpful to pre-drill the holes, then the screws go in easily. What I'm going to do is also use 1-inch deck screws in 18 places. For the plywood or OSB I'm going to use at the top of each rack, and so I'm going to have a 1/4 inch piece of plywood or OSB in 3 places. What I plan to do is simply put 1 screw here, 1 screw here, and the side view 1 screw there, and at the side view there. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 times 6 is 18 places to screw down the actual 1/4 inch plywood. What I've done is gone ahead and assigned part numbers and dimensions to the 2x4s. My FSR01, which stands for food storage rack, is the actual 2x4s that everything will sit on. So I need 4 of those, 2x4 times 72 inches. The FSR02, which is the 6 boards, they're the long ones, establish the foundation for the top. I'm going to need 4 of those, or actually I need 6 of them. 1, 2, 4, 6, and they're going to be 2x4 by 66 inches. And then for the FSR03, which is the vertical supports, it's going to be 3 places times 3. So I'm going to need 9 of those. Those are going to be 2x4 by 21. Then what I'm going to need is 3 of the, actually this will be 2 foot wide by 5 foot 6 inches long. So I'm going to need 3 of those. So it's 24 by 66 by 1/4 inch thick. And one note here is that on the second and third tops down here, because the way I've got this design, they're going to need to be trimmed to accommodate the 2x4 posts in 1, 2, 3, 4 positions. So that's my design. My next step I'm going to do is probably this weekend go out and procure the lumber and the fasteners, and I need to take inventory. I got some lumber in the garage and I already got some fasteners, and pick the lumber up, and then I'll be doing an assembly this weekend and then installing it. So I expect that there'll be a second part to this where I do the assembly, show you some of my techniques for easily squaring up things and drilling the holes and then driving them together. That's usually the fun part. Then probably I'll drag it into the bedroom and show it installed in place. And then we'll see if it was a good design or bad. Thanks for your time. Have a great day, and remember, long live rock and roll and the American dream.